You know what, traders? I think I may have been wrong about this entire thing of what I'm seeing right now across all the markets. I think I was wrong about gold. I think I was wrong about the stock market, and I think I was wrong about what we're likely to see this year. And I want to share with you why I think I'm wrong and what I'm doing about it, and why this is also really, really, really good news that I'm actually really excited about why I'm wrong. So let's get straight into it. Alrighty, traders, I've actually put together a brand new full complete mastery trading course, and I've literally put everything in there from the emotional side, the emotional management, the biggest mistakes, the foundations. I've put together so much stuff. I'm really helping you with all the main areas, trading systems, trading patterns, and so on and so forth. So if you do need some help with your trading right now, guys, go get free access to that trading course. There should be that very first link in the description. It's free. You're going to love it. And the first training you get is a training on my actual trading system that I use. So this is why I started off this video here of me saying, I think I was wrong. The whole thing's about to completely come down, right? Hear me out. I've been saying that we're about to see a face ripper rally, right? That's what I've been saying. Here we go, face ripper rally, market go up, here we go. But, and there's a big but around what I'm saying through here, right? Now, also, this is also really good news, and I want to share with you why in just a minute, okay? But let me start off with the why I think I've been wrong. When I've been looking at this market, I've been saying, okay, well, I could get a face ripper rally, because I've been looking at some of the short-term sort of sentiment in these markets, right? A lot of people are fearful, right? I'm also getting a lot of people with the fear and greed index as well too. We're actually getting a big drop in the fear and greed index, right? There's a lot of fear in the marketplace. So I was expecting a bounce. Now we did get a bounce, but this is where I think I may have misread this. But also, I want to share with you what I've actually done to see what is actually going on here right now. Now, here's what I've done. If I bring up this chart here, here is the weekly charts here. This is the weekly chart of the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ and so on. And I'll bring up the NASDAQ and so on and so forth in a minute, okay? So here's what I've done. Firstly, I want to say that I haven't actually traded based off this analysis, right? Meaning that I haven't, for me personally, I have recently gotten into some positions, right? But I've also been very, 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 very smart about this here. 90+% of my trading, and this is one of the reasons why I'm doing this here on this video here, is this. Do you know the reason why I do so well throughout the year, right? 90% of my trading is just based off done off a system. See, one of the reasons why I find trading so hard for a lot of people is because they're getting based off what they think is going to be good to you. Now, I do it as well too, right? I do it as well too. Maybe 5-10% of my time throughout the entire year, I'll get in what's called a thinking trade. Well, I think this is going to make a rally to the upside. I think this is going to keep going. I think, or I hope. You know that whole scene. And that's still that 10% of the time, I'm human, still that 10% of the time, that's where I end up doing some really stupid things in the markets, right? Now, that's 10% of the time. Now, the flip side is how I do so well out of the markets is instead of me trying to think, instead of me trying to hope, instead of me trying to like have a guess about what's going on in the markets, all I do is this. And this is what I do when I'm trading the markets here. Whether we're going through a big bull market phase or a big bear market phase, either way, I have an actual trading pattern that I look for. And I know when this trading pattern appears, I'm likely to have a small loss most of the time, so small loss, and a big profit here, right? And a really, really, really big profit. So my job throughout the entire year is instead of saying, well, I think the Dow Jones are going to make a really big move to the upside, let's actually go long here. One thing that's really going to help you in mastering the art of actually trading the markets and not just doing well now, but throughout the year, throughout next year, and what potentially could be the start of a really big mega crash on the downside, that's actually not a bad word, crash. I'm actually really excited by if that does start to really happen, and this is this first start of the top in markets, I'm actually really excited about that. And I'll share with you why in just a minute. But I want to share with you, I'm starting off this level here, right, to say that there is technical analysis on the video here, but then also there is things called trading patterns. And that's how I do, again, 90% of my time, that's how I actually have really successful trading years. Is because I'm not trying to guess, well, I think this is going to happen, or I guess this is going to happen, or I hope this is going to happen. Makes sense? All I do is I said, okay, I have a good trading pattern. Let's go scan the markets, which I do. Let me go find that trading pattern that I use. And again, I teach you the trading pattern in my trading course, right? In that free trading course, I'll give you first link in the description there. So you can actually learn the trading pattern. Let me actually scan the market to look for that trading pattern, because when it appears, I'm likely to have this. And if I can do that from January through to December, then I know I'm probably going to have an equity curve that looks something like this, right? Something like that. So that's the reason I'm starting up this video here is that through my technical analysis, right, of what's going on here, I'm trying to share with you how, even though I may have been wrong about my view of these markets, I'm still going to have an amazing trading year regardless, because 90% of the time when I'm trading based off a proven pattern that's likely to work most of the time. Does that make sense, guys? Now, traders, if you do need some help with all this sort of stuff, with the pattern and the emotional side, and you want actually a bit more hand holding on a coaching basis, where I'm with you every single day, where I can actually hold you through, especially through these markets, then go apply for my Inner Circle, guys. That second link in the description there, click on that. That'll take you straight over to an application form. Fill out the application form, and you and I will personally have a good chat on the phone, and we can actually go from there, and we can actually talk more about that, and whether it's good for you or not, it's not good for you, and I'll be able to help you out as well too. So if you do need some more hand-holding guidance through this process about the professionalism of being involved in these markets, then just go fill out that application form, guys, second in the description, and I look forward to speaking to you on the phone. So the reason why I'm saying this is this. I was actually doing, and the reason why I'm bringing this up here is because, as I said, with my Inner Circle that I know you're going to apply, that you're going to apply for when it comes to my coaching, I was with my coaching clients today, and I was telling them this. I was telling them that, you know what? I think I may have been wrong about these markets. And the reason why I'm saying I think I'm going to be wrong is because, firstly, I need to look at what the market's actually telling me, right? Now, again, I think no one definitely knows what's going to happen. This could be wrong as well too, right? But if I'm going based off what I've learned over my last 20 years of trading, is that I need to listen to Mr. Market. Mr. Market is always giving us some sort of early warning signs, right? Unfortunately, and I'm pretty sure you know exactly what I'm talking about now. When we don't start to get the clue, when we don't start to listen to that, oh man, I really need to listen to this. This is a massive warning sign right now. Nah, it's not going to happen. Or we start to we push away those warning signs, right? So one thing I've learned about these markets is that when we start to look at these weekly charts, this starts to give us a bit of a clue about what's happening with these weekly charts, right? So here's the thing I'm saying. In a very big bull market, you see we have these lows, high lows, high lows, high lows, high lows, high lows. Now, one thing that I've learned is that in a very big bull market, we have these high lows. But as soon as we start to drop a lower low, that's the first sign of the bull market being over, right? The bull market's high lows. Here we go. All right, higher low, big bull market, big bull market. But what happens if we break this low here, right? Especially when this happens on a weekly chart. This is a very big long-term weekly charts. Now we're saying, you know what? This is a very indecision moment, but this is the first warning sign that the bull market we've actually been in through whatever the time is has actually now come to an end. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to go down. It just means that the bull market is over. Are we going to go sideways now for a month or two? Are we going to rally and start this here? So right now, the reason why I'm bringing this up with you is the reason why I'm saying that I may have been wrong is that I've actually been saying that I'm expecting the S&P. I have a target of 7,000 by the end of this year on the S&P 500. Heck, it still may happen, right? I could be wrong about being wrong. Meaning, like my view on the S&P 500 is it could be wrong, right? Now I'm saying that I could be wrong about that. Now I could be wrong about being wrong. If you know if you know what I'm trying to say there. So low, higher low, higher low, higher lows, higher lows, and higher lows. Now look what's happened through here. We made a lower low. So what does this actually mean here? Again, we don't know what's going to happen, but we do know through these high-low periods through here, we're very in a nice, good, bullish environment. Now we're getting warning signs that, oh man, okay, is this going to start to roll over? Is this going to start to cause a topping pattern before we go down? And the big R word is going to continue coming out, right? The big recession word. Now, that may happen. We're probably likely to see a bit more rally up to around the 42,000 level and then maybe start to see something like that. Now, here's why I say I may have been wrong, but I'm so excited about being wrong, is this. The way that I personally trade the markets, right? My personal trading pattern that I use is that my personal trading pattern is really good at identifying good opportunities as it's starting to make that next big move, right? And so again, that's one of the reasons why I love bear markets. I remember trading back before 2008. I was trading well 2005, 2006, 2007, and I was doing well. But then when the 2008 happened, I made so much money that year, more than I'd ever made in my entire life, because when the market goes down, it goes a lot faster. When you start to apply things like options, it's so amazing. That's why I'm so excited about being wrong, about potentially being wrong about this market not going up. If it's going to go down, and this is exciting news. Now, if you're just long the markets, no, it's not going to be exciting news for you, right? Now, again, this is just my opinion. This is what I see here. But the first warning signs is, one thing I've learned about my personal trading, guys, is that I need to listen to Mr. Market. And if the Mr. Market was saying we were in a very big bullish environment, now we're giving us some warning signs, I need to listen to Mr. Market here, right? Same for the NASDAQ. Look at this here. So the NASDAQ lows, high lows, high lows, high lows, high lows. We get a low low. Now we're going to get some rallies through here, right? We're probably going to get a bit of a rally through here out of this one through here and probably get a rally back up to here somewhere, right? Maybe. Now, here's the thing that I say about this thing here. We see that high lows and we start to break the lows. So as you can see, we had lows and higher lows. We had lows, another high low, another high low, another high low, and another high low. Look what's happened here. This low here is actually we're breaking all these lows through here. So that is a first warning sign that, this is the first sign to say this bull market, this bull phase we're in right now is over. It's over. Now, it doesn't mean we're going to crash. It doesn't mean we're going to go down. Actually, I hope it does. I hope we do. I hope we do go through a big bear market. As I said before, I love trading bear markets. Bring on the bear market. And again, that's why I said at the start of the video, I may have been wrong, but I'm so excited about being wrong because it can do so well. Again, but you need to know exactly what you're looking for. If you know how to identify these opportunities, then when we start to go through these big bear markets, again, my trading system is it helps me get in sometimes at the very start before these big moves actually happen. And when I start to see these opportunities, bring on the bear market, right? Put options galore. Here we go. And the same for the S&P 500, right? S&P 500, same sort of thing. High lows all the way up. This bullish phase now, and as you can see, we've got bullish phase above my 24 moving average, and then we start to get below it, bear phase. Above. Now we're getting below it. We're actually breaking this low here, breaking these lows here, and we had to make a slight lower through here. So if we do get a rally through here, do we hold? Do we not? Right? And it's going to be a bit of a do or die territory about what's going on right now when it comes to that through there. So that's what I'm looking at there when it comes to the stock market, guys. This is why I think I was wrong, but I'm excited either way because of that. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because there's so many opportunities out there, guys, either way, right? I'm not so dogmatic on the stock market, and I see so many people that when it comes down to even gold, which by the way, gold, guys, gold is a huge bubble, right? Look. The biggest warning sign right now in the stock market the biggest warning sign right now in the markets is actually being long gold, right? Now, if you're an investor long term, you don't really care what happens, right? I do see a 10,000 gold coming, but I do see a really big crash coming out of gold first. And the reason why this is actually having a big move to the upside is I think gold is actually giving us a warning sign about maybe this is the top in the stock market and there's a lot of fear. So that's what's happening right now. But just keep in mind, we are headed for a recession. We are headed for a really big bear market. We are heading for a big crash in the stock market. And when that happens, gold will get crushed as well too. So will the mining sector. Everything will get crushed. And that's where there's a lot of people who are been a bit smitten about being bullish these last few weeks. That's probably going to happen over the next, say, 6 or 12 months. If this is the top in the stock market and there's something much bigger coming, which I do believe there is, and I could, as I said, told this video, I think I'm wrong, but I'm excited about it anyway. We can see that from there. But the purpose of me saying this, guys, is that I don't really care if I'm wrong or right? This is me having a guess. But when it comes to my trading, guess what? Now is this the trading pattern that I like to trade? Because if I find my trading pattern that I know works most of the time, guess what? It's a winner chicken dinner for me. Because most of the time I know I'm going to do really well. I just need to know exactly 1, what I'm looking for, 2, use scans to help me find the trades, and 3, be patient and wait for that trading setup. Again, if you do need some help with that, guys, second link in the description, go fill out the application form, right? And then you'll be able to, you and I will personally have a good chat on the phone, and I'll be able to help you out when it comes to that. So me having my thinking right now, my thinking may be wrong, but my results are definitely not wrong. I'm still having a really good year this year. It's actually been very slow this year. Very, very, very slow. I'm still having a very nice positive year. My account is still very nicely positive in the green side. I haven't lost any money this year because I've just done smart things about these markets. And then things like XLE, guys. So there's a lot of amazing opportunities. So I'm not scared about this market dropping down, because there's going to be so many amazing opportunities just underneath your feet, right? When it comes to even the individual stocks. Right? There's so many amazing individual stocks right now. The actual stock market, gold, silver, XLE, we're talking USO, the oil market. There's so many amazing opportunities. The number one thing for you to do really well is, do you know what a high quality, good trading setup looks like? So when you see it, you know how to take advantage of that. And if you don't, that's where you need to start there. So anyway, guys, that's it for me today. I think I was wrong, but if I am wrong, I'm getting really, really, really excited.